Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, 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 Queen. I remembered this time.
I see you right on point. You took it with
Oh,
hot
yeah.
grease today.
Oh, yeah. I was ready for that ass today.
Ah, God. Mm.
Oh,
How are
man.
you today?
I was a tired Queen. Tired as a mother. I'm bed is calling me. Calling me. But I'm
Mm.
here. We're going to knock this show out, have some fun. And, yeah, I'm going to shut it down after that. How you
Okay.
doing?
I'm doing okay. Today was a little up and down for me. Going through like a all over the place, but I'm here. These be the highlight of my week, be my Thursdays, because I get to talk my shit. I mean, more than usual, because anybody know me in real life, that's what, that's what it's gonna be. But yeah, um, I'm here. I might be trying to take it. I'm gonna try to take it down early. See, my head hitting my pillow don't mean I'm gonna be able to sleep. So.
Hey, listen, I guarantee you, I can promise you. I'm when this show is over, I am going to break the world's record and taking my ass to sleep. It's a
Yeah,
damn. You can bet your ass on it.
those folks that can just lay down and go to sleep. Mm, I
Must
can't
be
stand
nice.
y'all. Right.
Must be nice. I don't understand how people could do nothing all day. And this is no hate for you motherfuckers who ain't got nothing going on. But I'm gonna tell you, I sure hate you, sons of bitches. Cause some of us got too much shit going on, and we wish we could sit around and scratch our ass and eat chicken cheese steaks and shit all day and just relax. Must be nice.
Must be. But so you ready for today's show?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Mm,
So what we doing today? What we doing?
we gonna be showing some clips, some things that we have seen on social media, and we just gonna be reacting to those said clips. Um, y'all ready for the bullshit?
Mm.
The people, I tell you, the audacity be at the all-time high, the entitlements be at an all-time high, and the common sense is just be non-existent.
Facts. Big fucking facts. I don't understand how some of these folks out here in the world survive being this damn retarded. But all right, well, this first one, let's get into um, splitting the bill. This
Mm.
poor brother. All right, here we go.
I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate checks? It's all women here. We got a check.
No, but I'm not. I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday
But
girl.
you invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table. I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate checks? It's all women here. We got a
No,
check.
but I'm not. I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday
But
girl.
you invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table. I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate checks? It's all.
Loop here. Okay. First of all, my man not paying for everybody, regardless. Because at the end of the day, that's one household. That's both our bread. So it's like I'm paying for my own birthday. For people to come to somebody else's, what? The fact is that people come out to celebrate somebody and don't expect to contribute anything is crazy to me. That's just like going to somebody's event without a bottle or something, or a housewarming party without a gift. I bet you none of them bought her gifts either. But for you to put that type of financial responsibility on one person. Now, if they volunteer to do it, that's one thing. But they all was at that table looking at him like he had three heads. Like it was his responsibility to do so. Um, And she said, "Well, you invited us." No, she invited you. He was like, "No, she invited you." So, but that is crazy to me. That is crazy to me for somebody to go in unless that person say, "Don't worry about it. It's on me." You supposed to always go in feeling like you're gonna have to come out of your pockets, even if it's just a tip. And I bet you that I can only imagine how they was ordering, because people order a different way when it's on somebody else's dime. Most people, not everybody, but mm-mm, mm-mm. What's your thoughts? What did I lose, Hakim?
Nope, I'm here. The system is doing something goofy. I was behind the scenes playing engineer trying to fix a problem. Yeah, man, this was a whole lot of entitlement for me. This was a bunch of grown ass women putting expectations that wasn't promised, wasn't negotiated or figured out before they even left the goddamn house or showed up for the thing. It was assumed that this brother being the only man at the table, the chick said it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the only man at the table, he should pay $700 for a bunch of grown folks. Then they were assuming that they were invited by him, and he had to correct them. No, I didn't. This person invited you. But the bottom line is, we gotta stop this goofy shit, y'all. We're adults, and I've seen too many of these videos. Sometimes I'm seeing so many. I'm beginning to wonder: are these real? Are these fake? What's the science with them? Because it's like, God damn, everybody's having this problem all over the country. Y'all 15 deep, and y'all expecting one person to pay because he has a penis? Okay.
Right. Um, that's just as worse as the people who, um, it's like 15, 20 people. They all, first of all, let's get this straight. When you go out to eat and there's that many people, they're already going to add, extra fees and stuff on it because it's a big group. Because my family, we used to do this all the time. But when you have that many people and you have somebody ordering a salad, somebody else is ordering the tomahawk steak, and somebody else is ordering lobster, and then the bill come and everybody expects to split that equally. Like I always tell people, first of all, it depends on the group of people I'm with. Because when you with your homegirls and y'all go do that all the time and y'all all mindful, then I don't mind splitting. Me and my friend Dominique, when we go out, sometimes I pay, sometimes she pays, sometimes we split. It's whatever, But with certain people, when you see them jumping out the window when they're ordering, they be like, they're doing it because that bill getting split. So there's no
Mm-hmm.
way that I'm paying $50 for it and I just had a salad. Or there's no way you paying $20 for something and you had a tomahawk steak or a lobster, a whole lobster. So for me, when it's a group of people, and especially I don't know that whole group of people, like one time we went out for my daughter's birthday and we went to a steakhouse. One of them steakhouse you go to with no prices next to what you're eating. So you already know what time it is. That waiter came over, and it's a lot of her friends and her friends' mates and all of that. I don't know them. That's a different age group, whatever. I kindly, when that waiter came over, I said, on this bill, because I had my two youngest with me, I said, on this bill, it's going to be my daughter, it's going to be me, and it's going to be my two youngest right here, ahead of time. Because I already saw. They was ordering drink after drink after drink. The people I came with not drinking like that. I got two minors with me. I can't drink because I gotta drive 45 minutes to get back home. But yeah, they do it and they just don't care because when everybody taste palettes and the taste for things get real rich when it's on somebody else's dime.
Yep.
And I will not be part of the foolery.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
And that it's sad, man. Stop being a goddamn bum. Stop trying to get a free meal. You know goddamn well you had two big ass tomahawks and four fucking drinks and 16 potatoes. Pay your share. With your big
Right.
ass.
The meat didn't even
Uh,
come with sides, but you ordering two or three sides. If you don't
right?
sit your ass down, because what you're trying to do is get something to take home too.
Talk about so can I get some more scrimps? Get your goofy ass down somewhere and pay your end. All right. Okay. This next one, um, I don't even know how to fucking define it. Let's just roll the damn clip and y'all will react to it on the other end.
Just hit it.
Right? You know motherfucker burned down. He just don't give a fuck. All right, just play the clip.
I went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, right? And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this, trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't like I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird.
Did you say he opened your car door?
He opened.
High five.
No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was he corny. But he really did everything that we want. I went on a first date.
No, bitch, you don't want that. I want that. I love that. And I get that. I don't know what strange world we live in. And that's what I always say. Some people, they want something to complain about. And some people, they so used, like she said, used to a certain type. And they like that type because then they have something to complain about. So when it goes south and things don't go right, oh, it's that person's fault because they didn't do A, B, C, and D. So if you got somebody that come along and they doing what they supposed to be doing and they moving how they supposed to be moving, it's foreign. Them type of chicks don't want that because that's gonna make it so they have to elevate or they have to be that type of woman that deserve that type of man. Or that is going to be able to click and make it work with that type of man. Tell myself we don't really know. You and your homegirls and the co-signers that's on there, y'all don't want that. Some people want it and some people get it. He corny. That's not corny. No, corny is the ones you got to take care of. You got to pay for everything for. They don't know how to communicate with you. They don't know how to spend time. They don't know how to be a man. Or they worry about their friends and what other people think more than their relationship. Those are the corny ones. She getting her terms mixed up. Tell some no, we don't really want. No, you don't really want that. And the fact is that she called him corny because he was showing her some type of level of respect and being attentive to her and being a gentleman. Is crazy to me. That's wild to me. I will never understand it. And that's what I say. Some people, and I say the same thing about men that I say about women. Some people want a good man or a good woman, and so it requires for them to be a good man or woman to be with and keep that man or woman. You corny. And she in the group chat. If the first thing you can do.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Okay, finish your thought.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm saying if the first thing you would think about after something good happens to you is to go in a group chat and complain about it, that says a lot about her and the people she rode with.
Fellas, this is the moment when we recall all the times that we said they never satisfied. This is one of those moments where we are justified. This is one of those typical hood booger issues. You are so traumatized from being mistreated, mishandled, fucked up, that when you get a good one, a quote unquote good one, who's doing all the shit you want him to do, you don't even know how to handle it. You complain about, think about the energy and effort it takes to be calling this man corny who has you in his car, who's moving you around, who's taking you out, who's showing effort. What do y'all say? Make plans. Let's go do something. Niggas, all they want to do is chill. This man is opening up doors, taking you out to eat, and you calling him corny behind his back, kikiing in his fucking face.
But still gonna go spend his money though.
Some of you goofy ass birds deserve to be where you are. A person like this, well, here I'll give her a little bit of grace because she checked herself eventually and admitted that she had the wrong perspective of what's going on, and I will give her grace for that. But the fact that you ever even went there, you should be throwing yourself down a flight of fucking steps. Because when the niggas is doing goofy shit, I tell them they goofy dickheads and go lay down on the train tracks. I'm telling you, put your tits on the train tracks today. Because there's no excuse for when things go right, you are complaining. I just can't get my head around it. We say on this show every week for the last 7 goddamn years, going on 8, that it's piss in the goddamn dating pool. Piss, shit, cum, herpes, asbestos, some goddamn syphilis, all that shit floating in the dating pool right now. And the simple fact that when a dude is trying to show a woman, hey, I'm trying to do this right, I'm gonna do right by you, you complain. So, well, I'm just glad that she turned her thoughts around. But that's when you hear me say, don't get back into the dating scene until you're fully healed. This is what I'm talking about. That's somebody that thought they were healed from past traumas of fucking with fuckboys. And she really wasn't.
Yeah, but apparently that's what she liked, and that's all she gonna want to settle for. I mean, for now. Hopefully, for now.
It's trash. It's just straight up trash, and I just hope that I don't know, man. I just hope that she gets her mind right. I hope the relationship. I hope it's something good came out of it, because we do need that positive representation of black love for brothers to show women that, hey, we do love you, we do respect you, we do value you, we do care for you, we are supportive, we're here. Let me open up your door, let me take you out, let me treat you like a queen. We need more on that shit. Right? Yeah, but when it happens,
don't be damaging a brother. Right. Yeah. Don't be damaging a brother. And then when a good woman do come along, he's damaged. And now he's a fuckboy.
Yeah. Now, what if she didn't get her mind right and acted accordingly? What if she ghosted him after that? What do you think would happen to this brother in his, as he self-evaluates? Because remember, when bad things happen, it's natural to go, well, damn, what could I have done differently? And he is thinking that, damn, I did everything that my dad taught me how to do, where I was raised on how to treat a woman. I did that. And I still got ghosted. She still won't give me a second date. She ain't even taking my calls no more. What do you think does that to a brother? What do you think he's going to turn to?
Well, right. Well, hopefully that didn't happen. I mean, that she didn't ghost him, but I don't know.
Yeah. But you know,
if she did, he dodged the bullet.
Yeah, but we have to think about these things critically, because we ask ourselves, why is it so bad out here in the relationship and dating world, this could have went a whole nother way. And this is why some dudes turn to them little $40 girls. This is why some dudes fuck with the little hot boxes and little thotties and shit. Because it's too damn. You can't win. You know what I mean? And I don't know why this got me so tight, but it does. It does. The whole thing just messy to me. The sitting in a group chat, man. Look, stay woke, fellas. This the kind of fuck shit that's going on behind our backs. All right, we got some comments. Let's go to some of these comments. All right, over on Facebook, the Shay King says he better run out of there or run them pockets, bro. That's in regards to our first clip.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did right. He did right. He said, "I got her and I got the baby."
Right.
So,
over on the Queen Vi Reality Talk Instagram page, it says by Pretty Little _ Scorpio, for them to expect him to pay is insane, and for his woman to think it was okay is even more insane. As an adult, you leaving the house with no money is crazy. I don't care if I was invited out. I'm not leaving the house depending on nobody.
that's right.
Yep. I completely agree.
That sounds like my dad and daughter.
Actually, I thought it was. But yeah, that's it for the comments. All right. Well, we couldn't get through this episode without talking about the orange dick pimple himself, Mr. Anal Wart. We've talked on this show and all over the world. Everyone's been talking about Project 2025. What's in it? The damage it can do if Donald Trump gets back into office. This is a viral clip that has been circulating because he has been denying that he had any involvement in it whatsoever. So let's roll this, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Expected to hear 10 more times from the rally, the president, distancing himself from the left's boogeyman of Project 2025.
Yeah. And you're not worried about that?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
He's running against a brand. He is not running against any people.
Okay.
He is not running against any institutions. It's interesting. He's in fact not even opposing himself to a particular policy. Yeah. He's been at our organization. He's raised money for our organization. He's blessed it from I remember walking into our last day in office and told him what I was going to do. So he's very supportive of what we do. Expected to hear 10 more times.
Basically, for somebody that said they don't have anything, see, they're not worried about him not claiming them because he's still working with them. He's raised money for them. He agrees with them 100%. Basically, if he doesn't want to be president, he wants to be a dictator. He still is talking about the securing the border. Still talking about this damn wall. And deporting people that's not legal. Weaponizing. Just oh my God, everything about this man just gives me a migraine just thinking about him when I see. And the thing is, since it's things we need to know because you have to study and pay attention and watch your enemy. So as much as I don't want to read or see anything that he's a part of, you have to. Because that's what they're expecting for people not to be paying attention. Is, I don't know about no Project 2025. And that's supposed to be it. You know, he already said that he gonna put a law in where cops won't be held accountable for any crimes. They won't be convicted of any crimes they do.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's bad enough. It's hard for us to get a conviction unless people make a, you know, out of the hundreds of people that get killed, a few get convicted because it makes headline. It's an uproar, you know, and everything. It hits and that gets national news. So now they're forced to do something. Mm-mm-mm.
mm, mm, mm. Well, you know, it's no wonder why to your last point, it's no wonder why the police unions or the national police unions all over the country are supporting him, because he is working to make it easy for them to get out of jail free card, where a cop could shoot an unarmed black man, Latino, or whatever, and they won't. There's no repercussions behind it because they'll have a federal based immunity. So we got to pay attention. You know what I mean? This is a plan that they put in writing and circulated it amongst each other for a minute now. That's already started. And when it got so bad and the word started circulating around the black community, he didn't give a shit when white liberals was talking about it. But when it came around the black community and he started seeing our news networks, our black media, and when it showed up on the BET Awards, Taraji talking about it, that's when his team said, hey, you have to come out and say you don't know nothing about it, you have nothing to do with it, and put out your own plan.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. The guy that's sitting on that couch talking is the author of this plan. He was the one that put it all together and led the Heritage Foundation for a while. He comes out and says, yeah, man, if he has to say that. But I walked into his office and he's down with what we're doing. They're doing it for him. So stay woke. Keep your eyes open and get your ass up and vote. We're not going to turn this into a political show. We're going to get back to the fuckery. But I just this was a piece that was flying around a lot, and I thought we need to give it some attention real quick, because there's people who aren't taking this stuff seriously enough.
Yeah. And since we're doing a show about fuckery, this is just a whole different level of fuckery. So why not?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Miss Yasmin for giving us some stars. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. I got one more clip, and then I got a couple of questions by some of the fans I guess we can knock off.
All right.
Question, Queen. How kinky is too kinky? Let's play this video and then we'll talk about it when it's over.
All right.
We go down to the sex club. Mind you, I'm shrooming, and I'm like, you know what? Tonight, I just want sensory play. This guy is sitting right next to me. He got like a body leather bag. And I'm like, you came with luggage to the sex club? He's like, no, I have a few things. I would love to use them on you. He gets behind me, and next thing you know, I feel bristles on me. And he's like gently moving it down my arms, putting it around my neck to go down by my titties. And I'm like, okay, I open my eyes. This is rubbing a pipe cleaner on my body. He pulls out a larger pipe cleaner and sets it between my legs. He guides my hand and he's like, no, stroke it. And he's talking in my ear dirty as if I'm stroking a dick. And I'm just like, I can't do this no more. I was on shrooms, so I was just like, I just jacked off a pipe cleaner. I felt nasty. So then I talked to him because I'm now intrigued. A week before, he made a bitch come with a car buffer. He said, I really enjoy going to Home Depot and buying these random tools and watching women play with them after he rubs them all over their body. We go down to the sex club. Mind you, I'm shrooming, and I'm like, you know what?
Well, first of all, she got what she asked for. She said sensory play, but she wasn't. You gotta be detailed in what you want.
Hold up.
You gotta be detailed in what you want, because it's different levels. Now, I mean, she better than me because I wouldn't. I wouldn't even been able to, complete the task. But somebody she felt dirty afterwards, but you still followed orders. You still went through with it. But oh my God, I wonder how the sales doing at Home Depot because you gonna hear more and more about that. Now, to answer your question, I have a list of things that's on my never will I ever list, and that is one of them. Um, See, you gotta see now. You gotta really, really say exactly what you want nowadays. Cause who would have known when she was going into that shop? You think she would have known that that somebody would have like that's what she's walking into. So each his own now. You know,
Yo,
I
bringing luggage in a big ass bag to the sex club is wild as fuck. I seen a lot of shit. I ain't never seen that one.
um,
There's no way I'm getting
if
far
I seen
away
the
from that.
luggage, I would have been excited. Like, what's in the luggage? What's in the luggage? I would have been
No,
excited.
no,
Mhm. Now, when you
that ain't
pulled
the
out, when you
place.
pulled out, listen,
Listen, general rule of thumb: swingers parties, lifestyle events, sex clubs. You see a big ass bag, run,
that
because
mean they into some things.
typically that's somebody who looking for their wife, and they pulling their AK out of there or their AR out of there. You don't know, no, no. That nigga baby mom in there wandering around, and he coming in to shoot the joint up. So nah,
He's a
man. That
regular. He's a regular.
yeah, this dude was a
But I'm
regular.
pretty, I'm pretty sure they checked that suitcase when he came to the door. Now,
Imagine you standing behind this motherfucker. He getting frisked, and they say open up the bag, and he got all his Home Depot shit in there, like he about to fix the plumbing. It's just
yeah.
like, come on, yo.
So
Ah,
what did he have a buff? Now, see, it's certain things I'm concerned about. Like if it was a chainsaw, why they let you in there with that, bro? He said a buffer, I think it was. Like certain things that can do some damage, but hey,
it's
he
pipe
served his
cleaner.
purpose with her. No, and I'm talking about. He said last week. She said last week. He said he had like a buffer or something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
like yo, how you rubbing a buffer on chicks? Yo, I don't know. Look,
you know what they say. Sure, people don't know what they like until they experience it. Me, I'm not mature enough. Okay, I'm not mature enough, and I'm not crazy enough because if I would have seen certain things come out of that suitcase, I, I probably would have been laughing. I would have started bitten. I don't know. I would have been. I don't know. I'm not that serious. Um, and I'm not that curious either. What are you gonna do with this buffer? No, I'm not that curious. Wait, I'm gonna see what he's gonna do with this pipe cleaner. I'm not that curious at all. There's certain things would just throw me off. Now to each his own. Everybody into what they into, but some things I'm just not into. So I ain't gonna take away from anybody else or what they into. But for me, it's a no for me.
um, yeah, I wouldn't even let him in personally. Um, you ain't coming to none of my events with no motherfucker.
Go in with a suitcase, come out with somebody in the suitcase. I don't know.
Yeah, right. That shit sounds weird. It's a little too weird for me. You ain't walking up into no event that I'm running, and you got motherfucking pipe cleaner rubbing up against titties, pipe cleaners. But I don't kink shame. To each his own. That's your bag. That's your bag. I'm okay. Over on Instagram, Miss Dopeness says that wasn't too bad though. It's not like he
Mm.
wanted to pour her pants. Wait, let me reread that. It's not like he wanted her to pour paint thinner down her butt crack. You know what? That sounds more appealing to me than a buffer. You know, Yeah, make your cheeks clap with paint thinner all over them. That'd be different. See, I'm all down for doing different shit.
All right, so we see how come with a increased visits to Home Depot. We know why.
Let me get one of them Home Depot charge cards.
Oh, find everything you needed here today, sir. See you next
Nah,
week.
now getting the proper wood to make my own paddles, I'm all about that life. But nah, not at the sex. Listen, it at home. This is my issue. That's cool when you taking it at home. You don't bring duffel bags to the sex clubs. You don't bring duffel bags to not stripper, but like swinger events and shit like that, because you're gonna freak everybody the fuck out. And it's kind of it's an etiquette. Believe it or not, there is etiquette to that lifestyle. You don't just show up with a big ass bag of shit because we think you about to lay everybody down in this motherfucker. All right, Katrina Collins over on Facebook says no kink shaming, y'all.
We not.
Lady Divine says I can't front. I got some freak supplies from Lowe's. Yo, you need help. You need help. Maisha Collins says he in there making coochie shine with that buffer. Yo, that's the part that's fucking me up though. But then again, I'm not shocked with all the shit y'all putting down on y'all clit. Y'all gonna shit. Y'all already using high powered motor vehicles and rotors and shit. So I'm not really shocked. Yeah, man. We got a couple questions. We got about 40 minutes. So let's knock a couple questions out. I know it's not the end of the month, but I had some overflow. So let's get some of them out. Since we're talking about weird kinky shit, Miss Tiffany over in Wilmington, she wants to know how can she talk her boyfriend into a wild kink that he may think is gay.
So I'm guessing it's what, anal play, something in that area. Listen, you can ask somebody, you can discuss it with them. If they're not into it, they're not into it. You can't force, you can't convince, you can't. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't convince, but you shouldn't pressure anyone. Some people are into some things, some people aren't. So, like when we get these questions, I'm gonna say the same thing. If it was the other way around, would you, if you felt pressured, would you like it? Would you have an issue with it? If somebody kept nagging you or begging you or trying to pressure you to do something you don't want to do, and it's whether it's a kink or not, you can't. You can have that conversation. Either he's into it or he's not. It's either going to be yes, no, a strong no, or it's going to be maybe we'll revisit this later, or I'll think about it, or whatever. But you have to take whatever answer he gives you, and that's the answer. But these women gotta stop thinking that it's okay to be pressuring and nagging somebody into submission, because if it was the other way around, they wouldn't like it.
You can't talk somebody into if a grown adult heterosexual man is saying that certain activities he finds gay, that means he has a bias to it and he's not with that shit. You can't convince him otherwise. You can't.
Right.
Don't waste your time. These dudes out here, they calling every damn thing gay. So don't waste your energy. Just take it off the list of things to do. All right, here's the next one. This person wants to remain anonymous. He said, I've recently found out that my ex-wife was messing with my cousin. Now, mind you, we were together for 6. She was cheating with him for 4, and our son is 2. I asked her for a paternity test. She is snapping and arguing with me, and she broke out crying. And she immediately went to, he's my son. Now, here's the problem with that. I never told her I found out that she cheated. So does this sound like a guilty conscience? Should I keep pursuing to get the paternity test? What do you guys advise?
Yeah, get a paternity test. She's guilty. She doesn't know that you know. So she's not going to incriminate herself. That's her story. She's sticking to it. So she's acting like she's so appalled and so feels so disrespected. Um, Now you found out. You said what? 4 years and they've been together 6, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't know when it started. It could have been longer than that. You just finding out. But yeah, you're entitled to ask for one. You deserve one, and the reason why she's all in an uproar and is now this minds is because she knows she's guilty. She probably don't even know. I hope you ain't talking to none one of them no more. I mean, other than for the child if it's yours, but even the cousin, that's a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, 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 mm. I wonder when he
I,
found out.
I,
Did he find out
I,
after it was over, or because he said they was together for 6 years. She was cheating for 4. Was it the first 4, the last 4?
mm.
Because
He said
you know what I'm
he
saying.
said he recently found out. So
Mm-mm-mm. She ain't shit, and your cousin ain't shit. And I'll
I,
make it. Oh,
I see y'all when I get out. 20 years. See you when I get out. Ain't no fucking way. I don't know how to help you, bro, but you should know the actual paternity of the child. So keep pushing for that. All that other emotional shit. I'm so sorry that you decided to marry a piece of shit. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, edibles. Do y'all think it's safe to have? Oh god, what the fuck? Do y'all think it's safe to use edibles to get ready for sex?
like weed edibles?
Uh, I guess that's this person want to remain anonymous.
Um, I mean, everybody has different things. Some people take a couple of drinks to loosen up. Some people smoke. Some people, I guess, do edibles. Everybody has their own thing. I think just you have to know what you can consume and how much you should consume because everybody's different. They got different tolerance. And I only when the people who smoke and do edibles and stuff like that, only advice because that's I don't partake in those activities. But only thing I can say is to those people is to make sure 100% what you're consuming. You know, who made it, what they put in it, and how much they put in it, and what you smoking, and make sure it's just that because you know people do all type of things. That's beyond me.
I can't help you with that one, big dog. I don't get high. I never had an
Yeah.
edible before. I don't do none of that shit. I leave that up to y'all. But if that is what works for y'all, then so be it. I'm not here to judge. Um, yeah, give it. If that's what y'all doing, then enjoy, have fun. Um, this one is from Monica down in Raleigh, North Carolina. She says, "Hey y'all, quick question. I know y'all talked about poly multiple times throughout the years, but what is the best tips you can give for someone who's interested in starting a poly lifestyle?"
Um, you have to trust all parties. You have to have an open line of communication. Everybody have to know their role and everybody has to know what your rules are. Um, some people get into poly because they just worrying about the sex part, but if you have the poly where people actually living together and they're all one and they have bills and whose responsibility is what, um, so you got to really sit down and everybody have to be on the same page. You know, um, I mean that's it for me. You just gotta communicate, everybody be on the same page. Everybody know their roles and their responsibilities and what they're bringing to that relationship. And because everybody can't be an alpha. Everybody, and only agree to it if that's what you really want to do. People, stop getting into things that you really don't want to be a part of to please somebody else.
Um, well, one, make sure you do your research on the various types, and then you figure out which type is best for you.
Hmm.
Secondly, make sure that the people that you are engaging in this lifestyle with are they have the same value system, same goals, and they're in it for the same purposes. Um,
Hmm.
Queen Vi is right. A lot of folks get in it just so they can have fun. It is very seductive in nature because you get to have more than one person. So it's easy to get caught up in that kind of energy. But remember, it's poly isn't about sex; it's about love of multiple people. So educate yourself, figure out which path is best for you. The people who are on that path with you, make sure that they have the same goals as you. I'm telling you, you will thank me later. Um, but yeah, and everything else fall in place. And like the Queen said, understand what role you're playing because that will determine your dynamic and who's responsible for what. Um,
Hmm.
all right, this one is from Toya from North Philly. She said, "Hey y'all, is it me or did the gender roles switch? The men are bitching like chicks, and the chicks are talking heavy and acting crazy like the men. What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, I see in a lot of cases, and we see because we see it on social media. Unfortunately, it's just not the young people. Some people have never grown up. Some people haven't seen what it is to be a man. Some people um, got mama issues. Well, some men, some women, they can't be in a soft girl era because they so used to handling everything, doing everything. Some of these chicks is out here is hard, and they think it's cute. That's what it is. No, no. What you gotta understand, when we live in a world where people act a certain way on social media that people used to be ashamed of, and they can act that way proudly and get praised and get clout and get social media famous, and nobody is and we not standing together, ignoring them and correcting them, they're gonna do it. So when other people see that, they just fall in line and they just do it as well. But yes, you have men that don't want to work, and the women is doing all the working. You got a lot of females coming out here and getting into the fields that people, at one point in time was just for men. Um, but yeah, it's the roles, and not with everyone, but the roles are switching. Shout out to Auntie Sugar with her um sassy men show yesterday. But they out here, they out here, and they ready to
Yeah.
go back and forth with y'all. They
Yeah.
ready. They waiting. They're getting podcasts so they can tell y'all off all the time, and they can get y'all to come on their show so they can argue with you and quote unquote read you and degrade you. They have a following because other people think like them, and they're just as sassy. They want to be the bad bitches and the kept women, um, They want to have attitudes. They want things their way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Uh, I can agree. I'm not going to shoot anybody any bell because all parties are guilty here. There are too many dudes who are in women's business. There are too many dudes. And when I say that, I'm talking about you goofy niggas who's in the middle of chick debates on social media or chick beef. You know what I mean? Two women are beefing and they talking about drop your egg, and you in the middle like, yo, where y'all gonna be at? Because I don't want to miss this. Like, yo, y'all dudes is messy.
Or driving them to the beef.
Yeah, you out there with the cameras. I ain't gonna sit here in front like I ain't never watch a girl fight. Yeah, we watch a girl fight. A titty might pop out, so we won't miss nothing. I get it when it breaks out in front of you, but when you going to put your shoes on, get in the car just so you can go to it, and you want to have your phone out because you trying to post it for some likes and get some views, you corny and you messy. And for you dudes out there arguing with women on social media, you just stupid. I no respect for you. You're too goofy for me to even acknowledge, so I'm gonna move on. And ladies, I should not go through Twitter and see 15 girl fights a day. I mean, hard hits too. We're like, god damn, like hits, not no windmill swinging and nails flying. No, ball up the fist and cold cocking each other. Y'all hitting harder than the men, and that's sad to me. Because the men ain't using their hands like men supposed to. They grabbing guns, and the women are using their hands. So what's next? Y'all gonna go to guns too? Because some of you are. But I'm afraid more of you will. So we got to do a better job, man.
I just saw a video on Instagram where the cops was going to the lady house to notify her that the woman that she just went to go fight because she found out was sleeping with her man. She act like she was her man to get her to meet her somewhere, and the girl died from the assault. And the cops was knocking on her door to let her know, come on, man, we gotta come down to the stations. We have some questions about, a brutal assault that happened earlier that day. And then the girl took herself to the hospital. So y'all out here fighting and acting a fool, and the man ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. We gotta figure out a better way to one, coexist, and then two, to conduct ourselves a little bit better. Our kids are watching, and we're wondering why these 18 and under is acting retarded, because you out there acting retarded. If you are, let me say this: if you 40 and you still running around out there fighting bitches over men, you burnt the fuck out. You burnt out. It's to the point where we just don't imagine getting locked up and your kids are scrambling for bail because you decided to crack a chick over the head with a bottle, or you pulled out a gun, or you knifed her, whatever the fuck. Because these women out there are really getting to it. They rumbling.
Mm-hmm. And then he gonna be with the next one while you sitting in jail and nobody taking care of your kids in foster care, or with a family member that don't even want them because they ain't signed up for that.
Yeah. So it's time to let some of that dumb shit go, man. Fellas too, let some of that knucklehead shit go. Stop arguing with women. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna win no way, because you're sitting there going back and forth for her, and 50 of her girlfriends come out and start going through your pictures, and you all kinds of ugly. Don't. It ain't worth it. You start off with one, then you pick your head up 20 minutes later, 15 girls dogpiling, talking shit about your fit, your hairline, your car, if you got a car, everything. They going back 7 years on your pictures, yo. Don't do it. Leave it alone. Just walk away. All right, Queen. It's about that time.
Okay. Thank everybody who do your shout out so fast,
Oh
before we
yeah.
sign up.
Yes. Again, shout out to Miss Yazmin. We appreciate you for the stars. Shout out to Lachey King, Kat Collins, Maisha Collins, JoJo Reds. Shout out to Miss Dopeness. Oh, she left 2 more comments over on Instagram. Let's read them. Just order a test and swab that kid regarding to the cheating shorty. She also says, why do people ask? Like he clearly needed an argument. We appreciate you for tuning in and dropping the comments. Yeah, everybody who tuned in to check this out, whether you stuck your head in or you stayed for the whole time, we appreciate you. Yeah, it's time for Pop to take his ass to sleep. It's been a long day.
Okay. So on that note, that concludes our show for tonight. Thanks for sticking in with us for 2 shows this week.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I love them. We just pop up on a random Tuesday, like, oh, we're gonna do a show, and then they just, they there.
Hey man, this week kicked my ass. I won the Potter of the Year award this week because I went crazy. Back to back, 4 pods in 1 week. I'm proud of myself, but I'm regretting
it. Don't forget, Miss Janet Jackson is Saturday.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, keep me posted. Keep me posted.
Yeah, maybe.
So, on that note, that concludes this show for the night. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.